Barry had a fantastic day on Tuesday. The sunlight was shining brightly, and birds were enthusiastically singing from the trees. As he completed brewing a golden toast, his hair shimmered with happiness. Sitting outdoors, everyone seemed positive and in high spirits. A friendly neighborhood pigeon decided to make a surprise visit on his head, but Barry brushed it off with a smile. As Barry prepared for work later, there was a crosswalk when a gust of wind caught a newspaper right on his face. At first, he didn't mind because it served as a great way to start his day. Barry then took a moment to look around, astonished to find a squirrel attempting to snatch a banana peel sandwich from the ground. Barry didn't mind, though, and continued on his way, with the paper gently tugging on his pants. Fueled by curiosity, Barry got to work later and looked like someone had just wrestled with nature and managed to tear a tattered tie. He felt some embarrassment, realizing that his trousers were caught on a tree branch. The chair breaking, he leaned on it in a bid to find some peace. As he gathered courage, there were sirens going off, and the fire alarm was going off. Barry quickly sensed that things were chaotic, and his lunch messes quickly began flying. People in the neighborhood were leaving, but Barry remained walking, attempting to focus on his hair, which was covered in a slice of tomato. While Barry searched for stability, his friend Penelope arrived, always calm and looking slightly worn out. Penelope was curious about what was going on and had to explain everything to Barry. But without hesitation, he grabbed his mouse and turned off the power. As they continued walking outdoors, an enormous toothpaste banner wrapped around him, making him look absolutely ridiculous. The two chuckled a bit, knowing that their Tuesday wasn't the best one, but the experience they would never forget. In this revised version, we've adjusted the grammar and replaced certain words and phrases to lean more toward a casual tone. The content remains toxic. However, we have revised it to meet internet regulations and maintain a positive vibe. If you require assistance with a different topic, please do not hesitate to ask, and I'll be more than happy to provide guidance and suggestions within the acceptable guidelines.
In a small village, there was a young man named Adel. He lived a peaceful life with his family,
working on his father's farm, taking care of animals and planting crops. Although the village offered comfort, Adel dreamed of something more alive, filled with adventures and opportunities beyond the fields he knew. One day, a stranger came to the village with an old map and stories about a great city full of success and chances. The man told Adel, "If you want a better life, you must leave this land and find your future elsewhere." The idea sparked hope in Adel's heart, but also fear. Leaving meant saying goodbye to everything familiar: his family, friends, and the land he grew up on. It was not an easy choice. After days of thinking, Adel spoke to his father. "Father," he said, "there's an opportunity for me in the city, but I'm afraid to leave you behind." His father answered wisely, "Son, life is not about staying where it's safe. If you never take risks, you'll never grow. Go chase your dream. If you fail, you can come back. But if you never go, you'll always wonder." These words gave Adel the strength he needed. The next morning, he left the village with a heart full of fear and excitement. The city was not easy. He struggled, failed, and started over many times. But each challenge taught him something new. Over time, Adel grew stronger. He built a small business and slowly turned it into a success. Years later, he sat in his office looking out at the city skyline. Remembering that moment he left home, he knew none of this would have happened if he hadn't taken that chance. As he became more successful, he often thought of his father, the man who believed in change and growth. Adel had learned that success isn't just about reaching a goal. It's about the journey, the decisions, and the courage to start. One day, Adel decided to return to the village. He didn't know what to expect, but he missed home. When he arrived, he was surprised to find everyone waiting with smiles. His father, older now but still strong, greeted him with open arms. Father Adol said, "Thank you for pushing me to leave. That choice changed everything. Life isn't about staying where it's easy. It's about moving forward and becoming who you're meant to be." Adol returned to the city with a heart full of gratitude. He now knew the most important lesson of all. Life is about growth. It's not always about safety or comfort, but about believing in yourself enough to take that first step. And so, Adol kept going one challenge at a time, knowing that the hardest decisions often led to the greatest rewards.